Hello, welcome back to Greg Runs Ultras. It's Saturday, something different lined up today. We're not doing park run. One of the challenges I have is mixing up long runs and not getting bored on them. So today we're going to do the London Monopoly Board Challenge Run. So hopefully most people are familiar with Monopoly. If not, well, I'm not going to explain Monopoly because there's so many rules and variations in every household. That'd be a nightmare. But London Monopoly Board Challenge is to run every street in London that appears on the Monopoly board. There's various ways of doing it. I think it's quite a popular kind of pub crawl attempt by most people. I've managed to dig out a 11.5 mile run, so I've loaded that onto my watch. I do think it's going to be a bit of a navigational challenge though. I don't know London particularly well, but let's go, let's see what happens. We'll make our way around. There's a few squares on the Monopoly board that aren't actual streets, so we'll have to be inventive for those. But let's see what happens. We might throw in a couple of knowledgeable tidbits as well that I've learned along the way. So let's see where we go. Okay, so I was hoping for some sunlight by this point. It's 7 o'clock. We're at Elephant Castle. So Old Kent Road is a mile away from here. We're going to walk that and then we'll start the challenge. It's off to a bit of a bad start. It's taken me a while to find Old Kent Road. Haven't seen any road signs for it. That's probably the best I can do. I think it might be time to start going on this challenge. So south of the river at the moment. Need to make our way over Tower Bridge and back to the north of the city, back north of the river. Right, let's go. About 11.5 miles of running coming up. Here we go. Next is Fenchurch Street, I think. Okay, so just going across Tower Bridge. There are no jails that I'm aware of in London, so going to jail will have to be Tower of London over there in the corner. Fenchurch Station done. The annoying thing about this run, I'm going to have to keep referring to my phone for what's next and roughly how far away it is. It's going to be a navigational nightmare. Right. Completely by accident figured out there's 2 Vine Streets in London. That's not the Vine Street we're after, but I've taken a wrong turn. We've ended up down it anyway. Alright, time to get back on track. Next up's Whitechapel. Alright, there's Whitechapel done. I think it's round to Liverpool Street now. That's about 2 miles ticked off. So 9 to go. The toughest part of this challenge so far is the navigation. I've got the route on my watch, but knowing where places are is quite tough. I'm not a Londoner, so. But anyway, on to the next one. Let's go, Liverpool Street. So, made it to Liverpool Street Station. Quick pit stop to use the facilities. And then, I think we've got a bit of a trek now up to Angel. And Angel's not even a street. Angel's the name of a pub. Angel used to be in Ivory, but the Waddington's printed it wrong, and now it's known as the Angel Islington. So we'll head over to Angel, see what we can get. It's probably the tube station these days, the pub's probably gone. We'll see what we can find. And the other interesting thing that I found out doing some research on this run today, jail, apparently in 1935 when Waddington's launched it here in the UK, it's originally an American game. When they launched it, jail that's the American spelling of jail, J-A-I-L, but back in 1935 the UK spelling, or the British spelling of jail, was G-A-O-L, I believe. But with the popularity of Monopoly, the English spelling of jail changed to follow the American format. So interesting little bit of trivia that I found out yesterday. So we're having our first navigational nightmare trying to find Angel. I actually ran past the turning because I just went onto a bit of autopilot, but now I'm just trying to find anything for Angel. I'm not doing very well. I was hoping for Angel tube station, but I still can't find it. But here we go, Angel Central. Will that do? Let's try along here. I reckon the tube station might be along here somewhere. Okay, first major navigational mistake. Lovely stretch there from Liverpool Street of about 4 miles, I think it was, a nice straight line. Also starting to come into an area that I know of London better than most. So anyway, after going past thinking, I'm sure Angel should be around here somewhere, end up running an extra quarter of a mile before I realised I needed to turn back. And then, for whatever reason, I've used Angel tube station loads, but for whatever reason struggled to find it. But it's on the other side of the road, so we can tick that one off now. That's Angel done. We better just check. I think it's Pentonville next. But I think the reason I couldn't find it is it's got a load of building work going on. So, quick detour after Angel, making our way along to Pentonville, ultimately down to King's Cross, Euston Road, etc. Between Angel and King's Cross and Pentonville, there's Joseph Grimaldi, who's the first UK clown, I believe. Might have to read the plaque again just to check, but this is grave. And as you'd expect from a clown, you can go and dance on some musical graves. So we'll take 2 seconds out, let these tired legs have a little dance on some musical graves. To be fair, I didn't seem very musical this morning. Don't think I've quite got the talent for this. Back to the day job, eh? So, and the other good thing about Angel is it's top of the hills. I've been climbing for about 1.5 miles. I think I've now got a lovely long downhill straight, 1.5. Just need to keep an eye out for Pentonville before I get too excited. And it's on to King's Cross. Right on cue, Pentonville. Right, King's Cross. Okay, so there's King's Cross. Euston Road, need to cross the road probably. Which is annoying. I'm not going to cross the road, it's too busy. We're on Euston Road. And that's the famous outside lift. Right, we'll get a shot of the McLaren if it's still parked up outside St Pancras Hotel. So that's something that was unexpected. There's been a pink McLaren parked there for years and years and years, and it's no longer there. That's a surprise. One thing I have noticed is I'm sprinting for traffic lights. Whenever you see a green man in the distance, pick up the speed. Oh. So, just coming past Man 2 Swords, it's going to be busy along here. And then Sherlock Holmes coming up next, Baker Street. Taking an ever so slight detour from my Garmin route, just because I realised just round the corner from Dorset Square, which is home of cricket. I'm not the biggest cricket fan, but I believe that was the first cricket pitch, and we're just round the corner from, is it the Oval? I don't know. Lords, is it Lords? Who knows? The big cricket ground, the world famous cricket ground that I can't remember. So I believe Dorset Square is the home of cricket. Could be very wrong about that. Not the biggest cricket fan, as I say. But anyway, I can see Marylebone just along here. Need to get the phone out, work out where I'm going after Marylebone, so as I don't miss it and do any extra miles. Okay, next up is Park Lane, 3/4 of a mile. There's Marble Arch, you can't quite see it today. And then we're in the posh part of London. Here's Park Lane. It's a little side game that I've not really been doing. I don't think I'm going to find an iron. That's a top hat. I can't remember all the others. You've got boat. We'll see if we can get a good car. We're open for the McLaren outside St Pancras Hotel. Right, start running again. Oxford Street, Bond Street coming up next. Big running group there. So there's Bond Street. I think I'm right in saying there is no Bond Street in London. There's just New Bond Street and Old Bond Street. So I think Bond Street Station will have to do. Right, let's work out where we're going next. So we're now on New Bond Street. All the designer fashion labels. It's starting to get quite hard to navigate around here now. But I think next is Regent Street. Just clocked over 9 miles, so there's 2 miles at most to go, really. But let's get on the toes and get to Regent Street, shall we? So I've made it to Regent Street, and then I need to start wearing glasses, I think. So there's no such thing as a Marlborough Street in London. There is, however, Great Marlborough Street next to Carnaby. So Great Marlborough Street will have to do. So that's Great Marlborough Street done, Regent Street done. And I just need to work out where I'm going next. I think this might have been Great Marlborough Street and I just need to turn back. But we are looking for Vine Street, and Vine Street's notoriously difficult to find. So while we're doing that, the oranges on the Monopoly board are all to do with law and order. So they either had police stations, courts, etc. Vine Street's the smallest road on the Monopoly board, which is why it's quite hard to find. it's not looking promising for being along here. I think I've taken a wrong turn. Vine Street doesn't have any law enforcement on it anymore. It used to have a police station. So let's keep checking. So, not necessarily to my taste, but Bentley, or Rolls Royce, I should say. About 6 bucks for a car. So we've got a top hat, kind of dog, don't we? A boat. So I think it's Piccadilly Circus, but just in case it's not, there's Piccadilly. Oh, just at Green Park. Vine Street's just along here on the left apparently. And then we'll work out where we're going after that. Just got to over 10 miles I think. So I had a bit of a nightmare finding Vine Street. Even resorted to trusty Google Maps. So down Swallow Street apparently, and then it's on the left hand side. It might even be on the left again. So we have a mission to find this one. It's been the hardest one to find. So Piccadilly, we've sort of got Mayfair. Mayfair's not a street, it's just an area. So we'll take Mayfair. So Piccadilly Circus. So that's Pall Mall. I'm sure there'll be a better one. So Pall Mall. Look at the Coventry Street on here somewhere. That's annoying. Missed Coventry Street. I have run down it, but just missed it. So we'll have to go back and pick that up. I'm going to see if we can sort of go near it whilst on the route. So next up is Trafalgar Square, just round the corner. I've already seen it in the distance. Just need to turn the corner and we'll be able to see it again in a minute. And hopefully come back on ourselves and we can pick up Coventry Street again. It's taken a long time this. I think I've clocked over 2.5 hours and I've only done 11 miles. This is Trafalgar Square. This is Trafalgar Square, isn't it? Whitehall on the other side of the road. So Northumberland Avenue, it's all getting a bit crazy around here. They're all right next to each other. I'm starting to lose track of what I've got and what I haven't. So I'm going to have to make a bit of a plan for these last 5 or so that I need to get. So hopefully that comes out on the GoPro. This is the Strand. I've got Bow Street and Fleet Street to go. I need to go back to Leicester Square and Coventry Street, and I think I'm done. Okay, so we're now in Leicester Square. So still getting there. Coventry Street's just over. Now we've resorted to using Google Maps, and then we've got to get Fleet Street and Bow Street, and then we are done. Okay. Coventry Street, so that was annoying to miss that one. Right, now it's time to get going and get over, well, we've just seen Chinatown.
You have arrived.
Okay, let's work out Google Maps to Fleet Street and Bow Street and get this done. Bow Street, right, just the Strand to find, and then the end of this nightmare is over. It's been tougher work than I thought it was going to be, not from a running point of view, just from a being switched on and working out where you're going point of view, and from the length of the time of a run point of view. So I'm sat at home putting the video together. I was absolutely paranoid I'd missed Whitehall. Thought I'd missed Whitehall, and so I was so happy when Whitehall came up. I got confused between the Strand and Fleet Street. I didn't do Fleet Street. I failed in my quest to do the London Monopoly board. Put a Strava picture up, Fleet Street, I ran nowhere near. So I can't even claim that I sort of ran down it and just didn't realise. Maybe I have to go back in the summer and do it all again. All right, we're back at King's Cross. That's the end of the London Monopoly board challenge. It was good fun. When I first thought about doing this challenge, I was thinking blue sunny skies, lovely day out in the sun. Yeah, it's been grey, misty, raining, cold. Funny how things like that work out, isn't it? Probably should be expected for mid-February, to be fair though. Really tough work, not from a running or fitness point of view, just from a navigation point of view. If you don't know the centre of London really well, I did have the route on my watch, but the tall buildings make the GPS quite hard to follow, so it was quite often sort of losing track of where I was. And then, yeah, just it was cold, so it meant I had gloves on to get my phone out was a hassle, and then unlocking it was a hassle. So yeah, maybe it's one for a summer's day when you don't have to have gloves on and struggle with your phone, etc. If you are to do it then, so I'd recommend you put it on your watch. It is good fun, it's a nice little challenge. It's only 12-13 miles. It's definitely a good social run, I think. I prefer to get it done much earlier in the morning before London gets busy. London gets busy quite early, so you need to get up early. But good fun. Those that have been paying attention might have realised that I'm running London Marathon in the end of April, so I'll be back in London then, and I'm fundraising for a fantastic local charity, Headway Herts. So if you're in a position to make a donation at all, there'll be a link in the description below. I'll also put links to all the fun facts that I found as I went around London today into the description. Might find out if some of them were made up or true as I go through. So yeah, if you're in a position to donate to a fantastic local charity, that'd be fantastic, that'd be amazingly appreciated. Link in description, and you can also do it at gregruns.london.co.uk. If you've made it this far, thanks as ever. If you could comment, like and subscribe, that'd be hugely appreciated. But hey, thanks for watching along. Catch you on the next one. Also do a super fast recap of the week, because I know some people are following along for Hanson's, see how it goes. So Hanson Marathon Method is at week 8, can't quite remember. It's the one that's got 6 by 800 metres in it as as the Tuesday speed session. So Monday, 6 mile recovery run, nothing to explore about that, nice and gentle, really good fun. Tuesday was the 6 by 800 metres, I believe it is. Yeah, 6 by 800 metres. Was aiming for 3:30, more realistically hit around 3:35, 3:40. It was on a hilly loop. Thank you Cara from the running club for dragging me around that one. So really happy to tick that one off. Wednesday was a rest day as always. Thursday was the dreaded 5 mile tempo run. It's the last at 5 miles. Next week I think it goes up to 8 miles, and really not looking forward to that. I did those fine. I missed the first one. I was aiming for sub 8:30s. Lots of them were low 8s up to 8:30s. Missed the first one, it was an 8:50 or something, but really happy with that, went really well. Yesterday was a nice gentle run again, so really happy with that. And then today obviously I've been out doing this London Marathon Monopoly board challenge, which has been good fun. Right, it really is time to go now. Need to go home, do some proper grown-up jobs rather than running around London pretending I'm on a Monopoly board. Catch you next time, thank you.